What's up, you guys? It's Invaderz here again for another episode of the podcast, and today we are talking about creating against the grain, which is really cool. And yeah, so let's start off with talking about the ethos, the metalcore ethos, if you will, which is a real thing. Look it up. You can Google it. I promise it's real. Even though if you Google something, that doesn't mean that it's real. Anyways, welcome to the metalcore ethos, where it's about not fitting in. It's about not conforming. It's about great music. It's about incredible new fashion. Didn't want to say incredible. It's about new fashion and a lot of other things. So, so instead of fitting in and conforming, let's be different, right? That's what metalcore is all about, and that's the ethos of metalcore and what it is as a general synopsis of metalcore as a culture, right? Not just as a music genre, right? So, in this culture, we are innovative, and it was new because people were taking the music, the fashion, the culture, and making it their own in different ways, right? There were a lot of us, doing different things, and people would see that and be like, "Oh wow, that's so cool," but you were like the only one doing it, So, I think that when you are the only one doing it, that when you're creating for alternative culture, it's very much a lot of creating against the grain. And I encourage all of you who are watching, I encourage all of you to go and create something and put it on the internet for everybody to see. Go and create something different and that has never been done before in the alternative culture, and the goth, whether you're goth or emo or punk or another one, an e-boy or e-girl, right? So, you can easily do that and then stand out for, your culture or what you believe in or what you stand for. And that's cool. So that's all yeah. So it's about creating against the grain, right? So as an alternative person who has been as an alternative person who has been alternative their entire life, or majority, my entire life, it was all of it. I know a lot about, being different, standing out, getting stared at, feeling weird, being weird, the actual commitment to staying weird, like, being weird on purpose. So I know a lot about creating against the grain, and I encourage everybody to do it because there's very little to our culture that is worth being seen today, and it's because nobody wants to be the person that creates to the masses and be seen or show something that is incredibly different or incredible or innovative and nobody wants to do that. So it's up to you to um, do it by, I mean, create it by doing the small things, right? So my quote for this episode says, in the metalcore ethos, art is not about fitting into neat boxes. It's about ripping them apart and crafting something uniquely yours. Channel your frustrations, your joys, your wildest dreams into your creation. The art space is your stage, your canvas, a manifesto. Let every stroke a note be a rebellion against the mundane, which means the ordinary. Um, a celebration of the beauty and the chaos of life. Right? Great quote. That's a great quote. So really long though. Shut up. So, it's talked about art is not about fitting in, right? We talked about the last episode. That doesn't matter. Talks about ripping them up and creating something that's yours, right? So this reminds me of something in my childhood. But it's about taking mainstream media and making it something worth talking about in the alt culture. It's about taking things, popular things, and making them your own. And I think that we need that because we're not getting all the things that those people are getting. We're not getting mainstream popular things. But at the same time, we didn't, like we don't like that stuff, So does it really matter? Some of us do, and I think that's why. I really think that's why. But you have to be able to make stuff into your own out of nothing, right? And that's the coolest part about it, that you can, sit in your room and journal and write down lyrics to your favorite band songs, and think of creative things that really, really contribute to the culture, and that's fun. That's cool. So I encourage you guys to do that. It also says in this quote that you can channel your frustrations into it, right? You can channel your the things that make you happy into it, right? Your wildest dreams. It's all your creation, and that's the best part about it. That's the best part about it, is that it's all your creation, and I think that that's something that a lot of people need to hear, is that you can create against the grain and be innovative and be different and make popular things that everybody else will want to do, right? Because that's the best part about it. So when it talks about your canvas or a manifesto, I love both those metaphors, because it really is like a canvas, a blank canvas, that you can start from anything and make anything out of it. So also a manifesto is really cool because leaving your legacy, cough cough, cough cough, that we is important because YOLO, you know, so that's important. So it's important that you are creating until you reach something that you're super, super, super proud of, that everybody will want to do, that's innovative, that's never been done before, that's super different, and push it out into the world so other people can enjoy it just like how you did, you know? So yeah, that's um today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure that you stay tuned by subscribing, leave a comment to fuck over the algorithm, and hit the like button. Thank you guys for watching so much. I'm InGames, and I'll be back.